Hi again, it's Jackie. Now, people normally come to me via two different journeys. The first journey is, and it's the most common one, is that somebody is referred to me and they may or may not have experienced body talk before. What normally happens is that a friend or a family member goes home and they end up referring someone to me. And they don't know quite how to put into words what body talk is about or how it works, but they say to them, "You've got to go, you've got to make an appointment with Jackie." So people come to me not really knowing much about what's going to be going on or what body talk is or how it really works for them, but they trust in the whole process. The other way that people come to me is that they're referred from somebody else. So more often than not, a body talk practitioner. Now, if you're one of those people that's coming to me and you've had body talk with somebody prior, I just need to let you know that everyone has their own flavor and every body talk practitioner around the world has their own attractive field for who they work with and how they work with people in body talk. I am a big believer in educating you and making you really part of what's going on. So you may find my style and the way that I deliver body talk sessions quite differently to other people. So let's just say that you're going to be coming to me for a body talk session. You don't really know much about it. The process is that body talk, it is by far the biggest healthcare system on the planet that I've ever come in contact with. And I've been at this for 12 years now, and I've got to experience and taste and sample a lot of beautiful modalities out there, but I've never quite found anything that's like body talk. There's a few different reasons for that. One is that it is all encompassing. It recognizes that you are a complete body-mind complex that is made up of many, many different stories and experiences that you've had throughout your life. You will also have a lot of genetic and ancestral information that is partly what makes you up, that can sometimes, in a lot of cases, be a very big impact in what's going on for you right now in your health and well-being journey. So we need to be able to recognize that. We need to be able to address it too, if that is in fact a thing going on for you that needs to be worked out. We also need to understand that you are a body, you're a mind, you're a soul, you're a spirit, and you are an emotional human being. So being able to address any part of your body-mind complex is fundamental. And I suppose it's one of the main things that I really loved about Body Talk when I first came in contact with it 12 years ago. The other thing is that recognizing that on paper, when you do get to see all the different body talk charts that potentially a practitioner can work off, you look at all those charts and you think, whoa, there's so much. Potentially can look huge, intricate, very complex. And I suppose to a certain degree, it does have this beautiful complexity about it. But one of the things that I love about body talk is ease of access. It is so easy. And I remember having my first session and I walked in the door to my first practitioner and I had a whole host of things going on for me. And when she did my body talk session and she asked my innate wisdom, what is the most important thing that we need to address for Jackie today? I was like, why has nobody ever done this for me before? Why has nobody ever asked my innate wisdom what actually is the priority for healing within me? So in Body Talk, we don't diagnose, we don't associate you or label you with anything at all. We don't have to prescribe anything. We use a really beautiful but simple biofeedback muscle testing mechanism. So if you're going to be having a session with me in person, you lay down on my nice massage table or in a chair if you like, and we use your arm as the biofeedback mechanism. And that's simply a way for my innate wisdom and my intuition to be able to communicate with your innate wisdom and your intuition as well. And we conduct a body talk session asking yes or no questions, which is that complex protocol system that the exploring procedure that the Body Talk system has. And that allows your innate wisdom to be able to take us anywhere throughout the body-mind complex and identify what is the most important thing that we need to address for you today. So it potentially allows us to be able to go anywhere, be able to do anything. You are going to fill out a health and wellbeing form prior to coming and seeing me for the very first time. That's really important because it gives us a framework and a base starting structure for what's most important for you at the moment and where you want to go. Keep in mind, we're going to be addressing that. That's important. But keep in mind that sometimes there might be other underlying things going on that we're not aware of, but it will come up as part of your body talk session. Within the BodyTalk system, as you're having a session, you might notice or hear some dialogue that comes from me, and you'll think, that sounds like what my chiropractor says to me, or that sounds like what my applied kinesiologist says to me, or my Reiki practitioner, or something like that. And that's because there are the teachings of, the philosophies of, the concepts of a lot of modalities that are taught around the whole world. So woven throughout the whole BodyTalk system. And this is what makes it so big and so luscious and so accessible. A lot of people who have been coming to see me for a long time are so well in tune with what's going on for them and well educated over that period of time that they begin to understand and know that they can really start noticing that their body-mind complex starts going through shifts and changes even before they come for their body talk session. And in a lot of cases, it will actually start when the person makes that appointment for themselves. So keeping that in mind, when you go and book yourself an appointment with me, you could very well notice that your body-mind complex starts to go through shifts and changes that could indicate that you're already beginning this healing process. Well, by now you would have had some insight into what the Body Talk system is, what a Body Talk session looks like, and perhaps what it's going to look like for you. Check out the rest of the videos that are underneath, and it will give you some more information into whether we're going to be a good fit for one another, and you can book in and have a session with me.